Yo, 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 what is up, everyone? I'm Solar Wolf. This is Solar Wolf Plays, and welcome to some more shiny hunting. Unfortunately, my camera has exploded and is like, a bajillion feet. No, actually, unfortunately, my camera died, so I stuck up a picture of me in the corner. So I'm kind of still here visually, I guess. Oh no, by all means, if you've got another friend going live, dude, watch them. I don't mind. I'll eventually figure out how to shiny hunt on this game, though. I do need to drop off my team because I have been utilizing some of the hacked shinies that we kept getting during those other streams as a way of limiting how much EXP is being sent out to other Pokemon. But we are going to be going ahead and putting them away because it is safer to just do that. 5, 6, 9, 10. So this idiot can go away. Yeah, somebody sent me a hacked shiny Tapu Bulu. That was kind of mean. I really wish you people would stop hacking your stupid shinies. Also, never go to any of these sites, please. Stay the heck away from them. They're phishing sites. They're meant to steal your info so that they can have one more person pretend to be you and, get a hold of your stuff. And so nobody wants that. So stay away from those. Let's put this Gothitelle away since I just recently got that set completed. All right. Oh, yeah, like I said, unfortunately, my camera died on me. So gotta order a new one, and so I figured at least with the, the image in the corner, at least I'm still technically present there like that, so, yeah. Give me 1 second, guys, I forgot I need to, yeah, those sites are definitely no bueno. They are the kind of places that only the shadiest of characters would work for. And only the least intelligent of people would ever, make that mistake of doing. It is safer to stay away from those. Alright, let me see. You being a pain in my butt right now or what? Come on, phone. There we go. Now that's how it be. Link. Facebook share, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I'm trying to get all my shares out and stuff real quick before we go shiny hunting. Gotta share it to Facebook. Then gotta go share it to the Discord server real fast. Oh no, not my Discord server, son of a biscuit. Alright, so that has been shared out. And we are monitoring. All right. That's better. Just wanted to make certain I had my share outs done. All right. I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, I do. I'm shiny hunting on Pokemon Sword with my little Alcremie named Milk. Any of you guys look cool? Don't come near me. Come near me. Quit trying to be my friend. I don't want to be your friend. Has anybody ever noticed that the female Wobbuffet has lipstick and that's weird? Like, why does female Wobbuffet have lipstick and mascara? That's so freaking weird. I mean, like, I can understand the difference between male and female and pheasant, but like, lipstick on a Wobbuffet? Somebody's got some weird fantasies going on, man. Like, that is such a weird thing. Like, why would you put lipstick on a Wobbuffet? Yeah, no worries, man. We're just gonna blow stuff away because we're good at stuff. We've almost got Little Milk up to level 100 too. Well, that's not gonna do. Huh. Of course it doesn't. Oh no, it vanished instantly. Okay. That. Yeah, okay. That didn't hurt. So basically what we're doing, folks, for those of you who have just joined us, we are shiny hunting and training up this little alchemy named Milk to level 100. Because she's kind of my shiny hunting partner. And we're kind of doing it with the metronome fashioning, where I tend to use metronome more. Yeah, that didn't do a whole lot. Shadow Ball on a fairy type. Yeah, see? That didn't do a whole lot, did it? Yeah, see? This is why you don't mess with something that uses Wish. So there! That didn't do a whole lot. Are you trying to make me ghost type? Oh no, wait, that's Trick or Treat, not Trick. Trick or Treat was a weird add-on to the moves. Here, we'll just make you ghost type randomly out of nowhere because God only knows why the heck they did that. Anyways. I hope y'all are having an amazing Sunday. I know I am. Oh look, she got hard-boiled and healed up again. This is why I love Little Milk. That's not sharing their pain, that's swapping their pain. That's pain swap, not pain share, what? You didn't do the right thing. This thing is really gonna try my patience today. No, you don't. You're not gonna be this butthead today. I'm just not gonna put up with it. I really love, game, how you like to just immediately decide to ramping difficult me. It's not gonna help you much here. So, don't do that, game. Your ramping difficulty is BS and you know it. You know, and Milk hasn't had this much problem with Metronome not actually doing anything the whole time. All of a sudden, now Metronome's gonna give it moves that don't do diddly dink. See? Like, first of all, how does Bind not affect a ghost? It's Bind. Something commonly used in real life to bind ghosts. You know what? You are making me angry. So how about you just get out of my way? Because I'm not going to get angry in front of my audience just because you're being a cheat. Stupid game. Welcome back. Glad to see you here. Unfortunately, the game is deciding it's going to try and be a butthead. And hit me with that same ramping difficulty BS that it hit me with before. So, I'm not okay with it, but I mean, it's gonna do what it wants to do, I suppose. We do need to find some lepa berries. You got any berries in this tree for me? Yeah, I'm not gonna push my luck on that tree. Nice, we got a couple of lepa berries. That's perfect. Okay, so take a quick look. I want to see if Milk's got a... So, Milk is not carrying an item. We need to give her a lepa berry plus heal up her metronome power points. Luckily, we did pick up a pair of lepa berries, so we can use one. Get those there. And then... not trying to use it. I'm not trying to use it! God, just back out all the way like you used to, you silly ass game. Used to be when you were done using it, it backed all the way out and asked you to redo everything, but no. Yeah, those are the berry trees. You take those for berries. Yeah. Aha! I was able to get through there without getting attacked by everything in the grass. Ooh. Shiny Doublade, maybe? Shiny Doublade? Doublade. Ow. Nope, not shiny. Darn it. Alright, well, fine. Bam! Well, thanks, Milk. Milk is a good all creamy. I love my little Milk. He's a lady. Somebody, when I was doing random trades, sent me a Squobet named Milk Toast, and I darn near fell off my chair laughing the other day. The Squobet really is just such a milk toast. Those of you who don't understand what the term milk toast means, it's a very foolish and non-consequential person. So, like, when it comes down to, like, a Squobet being a milk toast, it's because even, you know, once it evolves into Greedent and things like that, it's really not the strongest Pokemon that ever lived. I already have you, and I already evolved it all the way up to a Gothitelle, so... Oh, you frisked me for my Lepaberry? Yeah, well, how about I metronome your face off? Ooh, against a Dark Psychic type. Pretty solid hit. If I KO you before that lands, that's not going to have helped you any. You probably should have used an actual regular attack first. Not a 3-turn away attack. See, if I kill you before it hits. Yeah, we're on Sword today, so we're cruising around in the Galeria region. The Gala region, as it were. If we want to sound pompous and ridiculous. I just sound ridiculous, so I'd rather just be that. Being ridiculous is easy. Being stupid in public, though, not so easy. I mean, unless you're just naturally stupid. Oh, wait. I'm gonna shut my mouth before I walk myself into my own trap. You gonna be a shiny Gengar for me? Nope. But that's okay. Because you're a Gengar. And I don't really care. Other than the fact that you're a poison ghost type, and that means that you're technically going to have some super effectiveness. Uh-huh. Oh no, not Destiny Bond. You know how you get rid of idiots that use Destiny Bond? You catch them. You're funny, Gengar. Oh man, a restart on that account, that's a pain. That's a pain. Hi, Gengar. I should have realized I don't have a Gengar on this account yet. I have one in shield. I don't have one on sword. And I just KO'd one. Because I don't care that much. Hi! You're a Radiant Roly-Coly and I need your watts. Give me your watts! Yeah, but it's only going to suck if you look at it from that perspective. You know, I always look forward to starting a new game, to be honest. Like, sometimes it's more fun to go back and, you know, re-explore the adventure, use a different team from the original team you were going to use or that you'd use, and stuff like that. So it can be more fun than it can be a, you know, bad thing. Just honestly. Remember, most of life is based on perspective. If you keep a positive outlook, everything is gravy, dude. Everything is good. Hey, be a shiny. No, of course not. I'm not cool enough for shinies in sword, and it makes me want to cry. Oh well. I'll eventually get there. I will eventually get there. I'm wondering where my mod is. But yeah, you just want to keep a, you know, a positive outlook on life about things. Like, because too many people, they immediately jump to the negative. They're going to sit there and feel like it's, you know, life is against them. Things like that. Like, and everybody goes through that. It just depends on how you look at it. I mean, she's awake. I was talking to her on Discord beforehand. She may be busy. There may be stuff going on at her place. So, I mean, it doesn't surprise me none. And I know one of my viewers is my alternate account because that's how I keep an eye on my streams. Quality, whether or not we've got a delay, stuff like that. Like today, we don't seem to be having too much of a delay. Yeah, we've got just a little bit of a delay. Jupiter! Jupiter! Yeah, she may just be busy at home. I know I don't have one of you yet, and I don't care. Ouch. That was uncalled for, you little weenie thing. So get in on my Pokeball. If not, I still have netball. I throw a netball at it. Yeah, quick captured it. Okay, so that's another entry into the Pokedex. Oh no. No, I said Dewpider. As in, it's a Dewpider. A little baby version of Aquanid. I'm stupider. If you ever want to think stupid, just remember this. If you ever feel stupid, Ash tried to get in between Mew and Mewtwo while they were having a battle and he died for it. So if you ever feel stupid, just remember Ash and the fact that he always puts himself in between gods thinking that will stop them. Pokemon gods, mind ya. That's like such an old meme for if you ever feel stupid. If you ever feel stupid, just remember, Ash tried to get in between two gods and stop them from fighting. Let's see, what else we got around here? Oh. I circle you and make you dizzy. Haha, and then while you're dizzy, haha. And you're not a shiny. Darn it. And I think I already have this Pokemon. I did figure out. Oh yeah, the cutscenes for eating food to gain food powers are so bizarre. If you've never seen the animations for Sword and Shield, I'll show you what eating food at your camp looks like on this game in just a moment. I do already have Cincino, so we're just gonna dazzle and gleam it. It's attack bell, but it's special attack that is its main stat. Good job. Alright, so first get off the bike. So let me show you what it looks like when you eat in your camp. This is like one of my favorite things about Pokemon now is meal powers, the ability to friendly your Pokemon that way. There's that little Dupiter. Little Dupiter, little Alcremie. They're about the same size. Can you believe that? Look how tiny that Alcremie really is when it's the size of a Dupiter. Alright, so menu, cooking, start cooking. Let's see, what do we want? Go with a pack of potatoes. We selected the berry. Three of those. Two of those. Four of those. And that guy. Yes. Hey Morgana. Glad to see you're here. I'm currently showing off how the meals in Sword work. And oh yeah, my face cam decided to be a butt and explode. Well, die anyways. It just stopped working randomly for some reason. Stirring up the spicy stuff. And yeah. Ooh, perfect. Right into the light green ring. Boom, it exploded. Oh man, I blew up my camp. Yeah, like the last 3 or 4 streams, it's been showing me signs that it was just going to be in the garbage cam here soon. But yeah, unfortunately the old Nexigo decided it was gonna go. And so yeah, for those who remember the old Pokeblock stuff, this is based around a lot of that for mixing Pokeblocks. So you gotta have the timing for the fan just right to get the fire to go. Then you've got to have the timing for your stirring right, or it could burn if you're too slow. You could slop it all out if it's too fast. Poor Morgana, she's a bit hungry and had to watch me just make food in game. But so that's how the animation for eating food in your camp in Sword Shield looks. Not much different from Scarlet Violet, surprisingly enough. Alright. See, y'all should have ate breakfast before my stream like I did. Since I knew I was going to be cooking in my stream. It's a Bone Sweet. Hi, Bone Sweet. Yep, the old Pokeblock minigames. Poffin minigame was the same way. So when it moved from Pokeblocks to Poffins, it was the same concept. You had to mix them, and then it was just a timing game, and well, it wasn't too bad. For those that are just joining me, thank you so much for joining me, you guys. Unfortunately, my webcam had some issues, so you get a picture of me wearing some goofy looking goggles in the corner instead. I apologize. I mean, unless you think it's funny, in which case, by all means, point and laugh and, have a good time. That's what we're here for. That and shiny hunting, apparently. How are you today, King? It's good to see you back. Thanks for popping back in. We were having Little Miss Milk do her job and beat up Pokemons. So good to see everyone here today. Let's see, we need to go back this way. I mean, I guess I should probably go get that egg that's currently over there, because we are trying to get the shiny Sandygast. Ah! Get away from me, you creepy little thing. Meow. I'm sorry to hear that. On the migraine thing, you may want to lay down, put a cold compress over your eyes. So, like, a cold compress is you take a washcloth, get it wet with cold water, lay down, put that over your eyes. And as for the stomach ache, ginger ale, bread, things that aren't gonna be overly like harsh on your stomach. So nothing overly savory, sweet, salty, spicy, none of those things. As a nurse, I just know those, so. Because, mind you guys, that my normal, actual, real-life job is I'm a live-in caregiving nurse. So, yeah, when it comes down to the migraine thing, your best bet is to take ibuprofen or like anything you can. Yeah, Sprite is another good alternative if you don't like ginger ale. Either one is fine for an upset stomach. And when it comes down to like the migraine portion of it, you're really going to want to just lay down, get a cold compress over your eyes, and, take either Tylenol, Advil, Aleve, whatever. Are you going to be as shiny for me today? I hate the fact that the Wanderers can only be checked once a day. Like, literally, if it's the center of the map Wanderers, like these guys, like this Gallade, I can only check once a day if he's going to be shiny for me. And if he's not shiny, he's not shiny for that whole day. Because he's gone if he's not shiny. Because I already have one, so. Kind of how that works. Wide guard. Quick guard, okay. Quick guard is a weird one. It protects everybody in the team but the user. Why is that a thing, guys? Dude, shiny Gallade looks badass. Not even gonna lie, shiny Gallade looks cool as shit. Cool as shit. That's a Ziggy Boy. I don't need a Ziggy Boy, I have a bunch of those. Oh, ploosh. Man, I really haven't seen too many Radiants pop up lately either. Which is crazy if you think about it. I also don't really like this, like, light glaring that's coming. Ow! I mean, yeah, like, if you're in a team, or like, the real place that, Quick Guard works the best is if, say, you have somebody in your party for a max raid den who has, like, a Clefable. Their Clefable uses Follow Me, but then your Gallade uses Quick Guard to protect the Clefable who is now being targeted. Like, that is the most useful way to use that specific, attack. Like, if you're going to use a quick guard or wide guard, you really use those mostly in Dynamax raids. Especially if you have a Follow Me Pokemon in your team. Because you want to protect the Follow Me Pokemon as long as possible before it becomes a knockout. Because 4 knockouts in a Dynamax raid means the Dynamax raid blows you the heck out of the raid den. And you got to start all over again. And nobody likes starting all over again. I mean, that's their, doing another playthrough of one of their favorite Pokemon games or whatever. In which case, by all means, enjoy your playthrough. One of those. It's one of those days. And I'm one of those weirdos. Yeah. Oh. So, for quick clarity, the character you see on the image there that is currently in the place of where my face cam would be, that would be everybody's least favorite evil team leader, Team Leader Lazar of Dark Paradox. Evil Team Dark Paradox, whose sole purpose is to infest the universe with Paradox Pokemon. Which, according to Scarlet and Violet, would be very detrimental to the universe. And you're not a shiny, darn it. There are a lot of Wandering Sigilyph, though, so... Like, you could bump into, 5 Wandering Sigilyph. So... Did that do you any good other than protect me from most of your stuff? Come on. Poor Sigilyph. Do you know why I created Team Dark Paradox? Because I was tired of evil teams not having an actual evil purpose. Especially over the last few gens, like Team Rocket. They were a bunch of criminals. Made sense as an evil team. Let's see, Team Galaxy, they were actually trying to destroy the world. Aqua Magma, they were trying to change it to overly flooded or overly land type, which would destroy the world. And all these things are all on that level. Nah, we don't need to mess with an Orthworm. Or an Orbeetle, I mean. Hey, are you going to be shiny for me? Because you're a cool Boltund. Nope, you're not shiny. Jesse and James are in the Let's Go set, as well as Pokemon Yellow, or Pikachu version, as it were. So yes, they were. Yes, they were, Morgana. Actually, yes, they were. They're in Let's Go Eevee Pikachu. They are also in Pokemon Yellow. A lot of people don't realize that, but they are. They are actually in only those 2 games, by the way. Only those 2 sets of the games. Gen 1 specifically games. And only Let's Go Eevee Pikachu and Pokemon Yellow. They were never in any of the other games. And originally weren't planned on being part of the games at all. They were not going to add them until they realized they were a serious fan favorite. But they were a fan favorite by Yellow version, which is why they were added to Yellow version. And you can actually look this one up. They are in Pokemon Yellow, yes. They're also in Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. This is what happens when the YouTuber, PokeTuber you're watching is someone who started with Gen 1 games. They actually were. They're in Pokemon Yellow, which is crazy. A lot of people didn't even realize that. And Pokemon Let's Go Eevee Pikachu is based off of Pokemon Yellow from Gen 1. So that's why they are actually in Let's Go Eevee Pikachu. So a lot of people actually did not know that Jesse and James were in Pokemon Yellow because a lot of people never bought Pokemon Yellow because they already had Red and Blue. Yep, they sure are. And they're also in Let's Go Eevee Pikachu because that set was based off of Pokemon Yellow. Oh. Guys, I think Morgana is making stuff up and trying to cover her own butt. Don't tell her I said so. I'm such a shit. Yep. Yeah, that was an unfortunate one. Oh no, she heard that. Now she's gonna give me one of those edits where all she does is make fun of me, you guys. Whatever shall I do? What forever shall I do? Oh no! Come on, Morgana. If I didn't pick on you, who would? I mean, other than apparently everyone else who also then picks on me for being an ass. Anyways. Oh, hey, look at that. Our Jupiter decided to evolve because it was level 60 when we caught it. So that's another Aquanid I have. Yeah, but at the same time, like, this is something a lot of people don't want to deal with. Death is a part of life. And to let it get to you too much, to let it get to you too much is to allow sorrow to be your detriment. That's why they tell people who lose a close family member or whatever to take some time grieving. Don't waste your time grieving. Things like that. Come on. I'm at like 580 eggs by now. How many eggs do people want me to hatch? 10,000? And yes, I do know that egg odds without the shiny charm and stuff like that is something like 1 in 10,000 eggs. In some cases. I believe Sandygast is something like 1 in 12,000 eggs without the shiny charm. So without boosted shiny odds. So, getting a shiny Sandygast will take for freaking ever, you guys! Ah. Okay, I'm not gonna cry about it. But yeah, that was kind of one of the saddest things about Pokemon is like when it came to the anime is there's always the chance that you're gonna lose one of your voice actors. Same thing with like any regular TV show, like, sometimes you lose actors. Cheers actually lost an actor after their first season. Or first or second season, but one of the bartenders that was named Coach died during production of the show. And so it's just, especially if the voice actors are older or in an area where there's just a likelihood of things going south. And so you kind of just have to take it with a grain of salt, I guess. Like a lot of other things in life, you just have to... Yeah, it's sad. It's also part of life. And, nobody wants somebody to spend their whole life mourning or being sad about their passing, and no parent would ever wish that on their kids, things like that. And so, if people are telling you don't grieve for too long or don't be saddened by things too much, because it's a detriment to you, it's probably smarter to listen to that. And my dad used to tell me all the time about stuff like that. It was, don't let the world get to you, kid. Think better than that. Think above the rest. Remember, thinking in a positive light will always put you above those who think negatively and those who would think in harmful ways. and above your own sad thoughts even. So, always stay positive, and yeah, it's sad. It's a loss. But they had a great life, and look what we got to get from them in what they did. And, you know, look at Pokemon. It is one of the largest franchises to ever pull communities together. But at the same time, make no mistake, if you disrespect even one Pokemon, no matter which one it is, and I mean you disrespect it, there's going to be somebody out there that's going to climb into your DMs and try and ream you a new one, all because you personally don't like a certain Pokemon. So be warned, it brings us together. But our opinions will absolutely wreck us in most cases if we let them. Anyhow, I think I was trying to rest my Pokemon and I spaced it. I'm not too smart. We're trying to heal up Milk, and my dumb butt forgot about that. Good job, me. Yeah! I am excited for the newer seasons, though. When it comes down to Pokemon, I'm really excited for the newer seasons to see how they're going to start performing, since it's only been a little while since the newest sets have started. So I'm really excited to see how they perform. Because a lot of times, you know, you don't get a chance to see how something performs because you either happened after its day and age, or you're just not paying attention. I'm not gonna say anything. Only shiny Magikarp is the best Pokemon, because it's a solid gold fish. Regular Magikarp is just fish. Just fish. Shiny Magikarp, golden fish. Regular Magikarp, actually, a lot of people would be quite surprised if you said you were kidding after that and get very mad at you. Especially a good portion of John PM7's group. Here we worship the all-creamy milk. We worship all-creamy. Yes, shiny Magikarp is gold. And we're not talking like yellow and told that it's gold. It is like literally made of gold. Like we're talking shiny, polished, golden colored. Like it's so weird. Since we'll be on Let's Go Eevee Pikachu tomorrow for the stream, if we get lucky, I'll show you. Shiny Gyarados is red. Shiny Gyarados is red as a tribute to the evil red Gyarados from the Johto games, or Gen 2. Yeah. Wasn't that when, Jesse and James got fucking convinced to buy that 500 Magikarp from the guy in the Pokemon Center? Was that when that happened? Because I know that they had put that in the cartoon to make fun of that one guy in the game. And even Game Freak tells you, don't buy it. It's a ripoff. And for some odd reason, I can never help myself. I always buy that damn Magikarp. I always buy that Magikarp. Okay, yeah, I thought so, because that was such a weird episode. They thought they were getting some ultimately powerful Pokemon, and it was fish. I always felt bad for Jesse and James, because, you know, they tried so hard to get nowhere. to get nowhere. Oh. Milk, honey. I don't think summoning hail was the right decision. And it had to tell me it was going to take its attacker down with me. Oh, you used Destiny Bond. Okay. Oh, you're going to play this today. Okay. Do 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 do. I will say this. If this kind of thing keeps up with Destiny Bond, I'm going to have a lot of Ghastly and Haunters to be giving away in surprise trades. So if anybody wants a Gengar, let me know. Because I'm literally just going to let this thing hail damage itself until I catch it. I'm going to have to switch over to timer balls. It's been 4 turns. Okay, my special defense went down. Oh no. Okay. Milk is thinking about camping. Milk, honey. Not the right time, babe. Ugh. So the pollen levels here finally went away, so I'm not sneezing so bad. Oh look, the hail stopped. And now it started raining again, because that was the overworld weather. Let's see, so Beast Ball. So I saw some people are now doing that catch Pokemon in a Beast Ball challenge. And have you ever actually tried to use a Beast Ball to catch anything that isn't an Ultra Beast? It has a 0.00143% catch rate on anything that is not an Ultra Beast. And there are guys doing that challenge right now. I'm thinking to myself, that's insane. But we could try that. I have my Beast Ball, so we might as well see if we can catch anything with it. It's completely worthless in every generation that doesn't have Ultra Beasts. Yet the Beast Ball is something it randomly gives you. And it's actually meant for, the Alola series had, Ultra Beasts with Ultra Necrozma, things like that. And so the Beast Ball was literally designed for only catching Ultra Beasts like Necrozma. It has the worst catching rate you've ever seen. It even says a somewhat different Pokeball that has a low success rate for catching Pokemon right there in its information. Because it's meant for Ultra Beasts. And so guys who are doing the challenge trying to catch a Pokemon with that thing, a lot of people lose their Beast Ball over it, and there's no point in it anyways, so. I mean, I'm going to end up wasting it myself, but probably not here. I'll end up throwing it at something in like a Dynamax raid or something. Because that's usually what I end up doing with it. Ooh. Got a lot of Munna spawning in. Interesting. Yeah, it's still given to people as kind of a commemorative, remember what we did in the past games kind of thing. It's kind of like, if you look at like the dive ball compared to the net ball. The dive ball originally, in the games it was originally released in, were Gen 3. Yeah, those are always fun. This nest ball. Nest balls? Who the heck wants nest balls? That's just me being a smart mouth. I apologize. Are you going to be a shiny Bronzong for me? Nope, you're blue. Darn it. I have a bunch of apricorns. I really should go get those converted to Pokeballs. Yeah, when the Nest Balls were released in the TCG series, like, they were a really common pull. Attack order. Super effective because Bronzong is a Psychic Steel type. Iron Defense, I expected that. Milk, stop thinking about camping. We're not camping right now, honey. I know you don't like that you're consistently my only one in my party. Okay, I get that, honey, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. Milk is kind of mad at me for having gotten knocked out that one time ever, so. Checking the Wanderers. Yeah. You're not shiny Liepard, so bye. There's gonna dazzle and gleam you in your face. Yeah. What I said. So let's jump over to the Isle of Armor, because I've got so many of those I need to get converted. So we're going to jump to the Isle of Armor real fast. Go mess with the machine. How about you go where I'm aiming at? Thank you. Jesus. Here, we're going to bounce all over the map except for where you want to land. In Sword and Shield, you don't until you run into them. In the more modern games, you can just tell it's a shiny. Like Scarlet Violet, you can tell when the shiny spawns in because you can see the shiny coloring of it as it's different. With Legends Arceus, we got the color difference in the wild as well as the shiny sound. But they took our shiny sound away from us, which makes me want to cry. In all honesty. I forgot why I came here. Oh yeah, no. There is a Porygon here. Items. Let's take this. Yep. We'll add one of those. We'll add one of those. One of those. Yes, I know. I only have one. Yep. Let's combine these and see what happens. I obtained a regular Pokeball. Thanks. So it gave me a regular Pokeball for the apricorns that I had, huh? So all it did was add to my Pokeball level. It didn't give me any new Pokeball like it should have, because it's supposed to give the apricorn Pokeballs from the days in Johto, but apparently I don't have the right equipment for that. Oh well. Okay, so now we know that those are just going to give more, pretty much the common Pokeballs. Back to our wild area. Yeah, unfortunately in Sword and Shield, you actually do have to run into them to see if they're going to be shiny. Which is why I liked the whole mass outbreak thing and the visual ability to tell if it's shiny before you actually just go bumping into every single Pokemon you see. And also, unfortunately, when it comes down to this game, your best method is still going to be your Masuda method. Because, you know, you're going to have to knock out 15,000 of each Pokemon type before it starts deciding to be nice and give you shinies in a lot of cases. I mean, you can get the full luck shinies, but like it depends on the luck roll that happens at the very beginning of the game while you're not even paying attention because you're busy trying to get your character set up. If you want a shiny Tinkatup, aim for shiny Tinkatink and just evolve it. It'll be easier. They're usually Tinkatink outbreaks. But you don't see a Tinkatup outbreak very often, and that's your best bet for shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet. Diggersby, how did you live? Man. How rude. But yeah, absolutely go after the shiny Tinkatink, like if you get a Tinkatink outbreak. And use the Let's Go auto battle feature when you're dealing with the mass outbreaks, because your Pokemon will alert to a shiny by not wanting to attack it at all. It will like refuse to attack it. So that's your best bet. That's how I found my shiny Mimikyu as my very first shiny. And that was before I even completed the Elite Four. So I didn't even have any kind of shiny powers yet. Which was kind of interesting, honestly. And it's funny, I get the shiny charm and I find less shinies. Like, how does that work? Wee. Oh no. That sounds like a Mandela effect problem. Oh no. You kind of got my curiosity piqued now. I'm going to have to take a look myself. I've found several of the jumbo cards just putting in Jumbo Pokemon's TCG Zoroark. And they are currently selling on TCG Player for $14.25, $13.58. There's a Jumbo Hisuian one for $1.19. Jumbo Zoroark GX, $3.19. So you can find them up online. It just depends on which one it was and how many people had it to turn it in. I literally just saw that card when I was looking. I'm going to share the image of the one that I found to the Discord and tell me if that's it. So I'm putting it into the Discord right now. And this is a jumbo card. That's why it's marked as an oversized card. So just let me know if that's the one. Then you're suffering from the Mandela effect, because literally that is the only white gray jumbo card they're showing other than the Hisuian Zoroark. So I don't know what to tell you on that one, buddy. Unfortunately, I don't know what to tell you with that one. I mean, it could just have been one of the few, like, promo jumbos that they've done that like nobody ended up with, which is why you can't find it online, or it's not being sold by people online. That's the other thing, is you're not always going to find it online if it's just something nobody's selling. But yeah, like, it is what it is. Unfortunately, all of us are pretty understanding about it. Because, man, I've had the Mandela effect a million frickin' times myself. And the weird part is about Pokemon cards. Like, if you look at, like, there's that Oddish with the frog on it. Like, John bought himself a, you know, the PSA 10 of it because it had a real-life frog in it. I don't remember the Oddish being green. I always remember it being the color it is now in that one, even though it's a first edition, so it's clearly the real deal. And that's the Mandela effect. And to explain the Mandela effect on terms that everyone can actually understand, the Mandela effect is really just a bunch of older people forgetting shit and remembering it incorrectly. Nothing more than that. And a lot of people just want to give it this big deal thing like, oh no, it's the Mandela. No, bro. It's you not remembering things right, and that's just life. It happens. Yeah, okay. But yeah, that's the truth of the Mandela effect. It's not really anything more than people having a hard time remembering stuff, and they need to stop trying to give it some big, you know. I've been watching this show since the first episode. Actually, you'll find there has been zero Mandela effect when it comes to the shows. It's always the TCG for some reason people are having the effect with, which is weird since the TCG has been out the shortest amount of time. Because it was video games, then cartoon, then TCG. I don't know what I ran into. Oh, it's a... The other really funny thing is you can still to this day find Pokemon action figures that have been miscolored by accident, like they come out of the machine miscolored, and because it's all mechanized. Yeah, there were quite a few animation errors in Indigo League. Like the character, like while you're watching through some of the fight scenes, there's that one character that seems to stutter walk around. They're like not actually walking, they're more like this snow runt here. It's like they're shivering and walking at the same time. Bad graphics glitch. Bad graphics glitches. Of course, you know, look at Scarlet and Violet. You get into Tag Tree Thicket, or you get, like, into the lake area where you find Dondozo, and it's so frickin' lag. Oh, yeah. Those stuff like that always makes me just laugh, dude, because it's like, wow, somebody screwed up their job. You had one job, bro. Shiny hunting is slow. But we gotta love Little Miss Milk. Do I still have that Haunter in my team? Am I an idiot and haven't removed it from my team yet? Oh my god. Okay, my idiot butt forgot to put a certain Pokemon on. So, hi Glalie. Ah, what'd I run into? Get away from me. I don't want to be your friend. Ugh. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. For sure. Okay, I don't think that that card that you shared in the Discord is it, because that's a lot bluer, I think. It'll miss me up to the level 95, which is great. Ah, Swoobat. Get away from me, you swooby boober. No, wait. Boober is Magmar. What are we doing here? So I learned something new about Pokemon. In France, they're calling Jigglypuff round doo-doo. That's hilarious. I don't know why it's hilarious, but it's absolutely hilarious. I gotcha. It's got the silver border, yeah. Then again, a lot of the cards from the more recent series, is if they've been hollows and stuff, have been getting that chromatic border, I guess they call it. First, let's heal up. And unfortunately, guys, I can't do too much longer today. I've got a bunch of errands I gotta run and stuff and all of that. So we'll do a little bit more hunting, guys and gals, and then probably in like 20 minutes, I'm gonna have to go ahead and end the stream, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly. Magmar in Japanese is actually called Boober. And like, but think about this. Boober isn't as absolutely silly as being called round doo-doo. Which is literally pretty much saying it's a round piece of... Yeah, anyways. What do you got? What do you got for me? Heal ball, netball, nest ball, and all the stuff I don't buy. Why do you never have anything actually useful? You have the worst Pokeballs, the stupidest things to help buff attack. Get away from me. You suck. You're the worst seller ever. At least the other Pokemon Mart guy has a brain and knows to only sell the stuff that he normally sells. Oh my god, I have so much fun dissing on characters in games. Nothing like a useless NPC. And if you don't like my singing, I don't care. So I didn't sing badly. Did you drive you freaking crazy? Cause I have nothing better to do in life but be nuts. Oh wait, that's not right. It's funny because it was a Clefable that was here instead of a Snorlax that time. Of course, only I think it's funny, so, you know, whatever. I still have to wonder why female Wobbuffet is wearing lipstick. That weirds me out to no avail. It's funny, I don't even know what shiny Trubbish looks like. No shiny Sparks, so that's not it. I think shiny Trubbish and shiny Garbodor look terrible, if I can remember right. I think they've got booty cheeks for shinies. There was an actual reason they removed those. There's a reason that a lot of, like, Pokemon games, you'll notice they don't hold a lot of flashing images. That is because of the fact that many people have developed seizures out of nowhere because of it. And I need to run, because this is insane. But yeah, so the reason that you don't want to try and work on some project to do that with it, where you're bringing back those flashings, is you could harm an audience doing that. And as someone who spent a decade on YouTube, like, I don't play a lot of games that have hyper flashing lights for that reason. And I've had a nephew actually go through seizures from flashing lights in a video game, so I know it actually happens. Like, it's a real thing. I work with a guy with seizures. Like, that's my whole career. I'm a seizure nurse. I work with people with epilepsy and head trauma-caused seizures. Yeah. The Porygon episode. You mean the Porygon episode where Porygon got blamed for it even though it was Pikachu that caused all the flashing lights? But they weren't going to ditch out on their big cash cow of Pikachu? So they got rid of Porygon instead, which is why they gave us the Porygon will never be in another episode for the longest time. Yeah. Which is funny because they actually started bringing Porygon back. They're just going to be adjusting how it's, how any scenes would be for that. But yeah, that's my normal job. Like, I don't make money on YouTube, so I gotta have a career. And so, about 20 years ago, 25 years ago, I started a medical company that was home healthcare nursing, and we have been around for 25 years. There are 5 of us that work with the company, and I own the company. And you're not a shiny, that means I don't like you, so I'm just gonna knock you out. Mama gonna knock you out. Yes, I have seen some of the unaired episodes. Some of them I can completely understand why they're unaired. They get a little cringe and a little sus. And then other ones are just, they weren't aired because they were just badly done episodes. Like, some of them are just stupid. That's why they're unaired. But other ones are unaired because of other reasons that, you know, pushing it one way or another to some really uncomfortable, you know, kind of things like that. All right. Since I'm going to have to go in like 6 minutes, go ahead and heal up. Then I'm going to step out and... Oh, yeah, the one where James is cross-dressed. And that's specifically what they aimed at, was the fact, not the fact that he had Debabas. It was that he was fully cross-dressed, and they didn't want to offend anyone. They were afraid to offend straight men. Isn't that stupid? To me, that sounds really dumb as to why you did that. Especially when, if you actually watch the episode, it's a really good episode. And it was simply that James cross-dressed and had the boobas. That's stupid. That's stupid. Surprise, surprise, most straight men aren't offended by hardly anything. So who are you trying to protect? Who are you trying to fucking coddle? Like, it was a great episode, and if you watched it, you know it's a good episode. There was no reason for that. Other than, you know, there being a bunch of pains in everyone's asses. Alright, so we're going to do some surprise trade real quick. We got 5 minutes left. We might as well do that. So let's pop this open. Connect to the net. Surprise trade, and I'm going to surprise trade out that Haunter we just caught because reasons. This should make somebody happy because I'm literally sending them an Evo trade evolution via trade. And unlike a certain NPC from way back in the day, I'm not giving them a Haunter with an Everstone on it. To this day, I don't think there's a single player that had to deal with Mindy and her bad trade that didn't immediately just hate her as a character. Oh, God, here we go. First trade, and we're getting the darned website. You guys. Thanks for your hacked shiny. So what I usually do with those guys is I will keep them because they make for good Dynamax raid stuff if you're playing alone. But like, I can't believe that. We just sent that to a company that's going to hack that Gengar and make it a shiny Gengar. So, the way that it works is those sites will set up a character on Pokemon, on whatever of the games is doing the trades and has active trades. They'll set themselves up with a bunch of hacked Pokemon and then start trading them for free as a way of advertising their websites. And then we, as YouTubers, God, there's another one! Dude, that's 2 back-to-back! Please kill your companies! Jesus! Get it off my screen, please. Don't do that to your Pokemon games. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's one thing if you're like using an emulator and you've got things set up so that you can do those kind of things where you're setting it up. But you don't want to be sitting there doing any kind of evil trades where you're sending people stuff that's literal trash. Yeah, they do. And nobody's going to do it because, you know, stopping hackers is a lot harder than people give it credit for. Oh, you mean it's actually going to a normal human? They sent me an all creamy. Oh, it's even got a cute little name. I love it. I think I will end up adding that new all creamy to the party. That's awesome. Little level 53 strawberry form, which is neat. Alright. 10 more minutes of awesome surprise trades, and then we'll end the stream there. Welcome to the stream, Josh. We're about 10 minutes away from having to end because I've got a bunch of errands and stuff I've got to run, but we're doing this random surprise trade thing and hoping people don't send us too many hacked shinies. I'm sorry, but a hacked shiny just isn't a shiny. It's just a Pokemon that got hacked. A rare bone? The heck am I supposed to do with that? Oh yeah, make money. So far, the only shinies I have in Sword and Shield are the ones that they keep sending me via surprise trade that are hacked. I don't have my shiny charm unlocked yet in Sword and Shield. I do in Scarlet and Violet, just not in Sword and Shield yet. But I do have plenty of shinies that are on other games, like I've got a bunch of them, but unfortunately, Sword and Shield just, it kind of got the crap shot for the shiny hunting method. Because it's either Masuda method or beat 15,000 of each Pokemon before they start appearing. It's weird. But I do have shinies. But only a few of them are legit. Too many of them coming from the shady sites, you know what I mean? I was not trying to run into you. Milk, it is not time for you, honey, to be thinking about camping. Hi, Copperajah. I'm not really in the mood for you. And you're just out of nowhere. I'm able to fucking hit you with 1,000. Dude. So here's my biggest complaint, and it's always going to be my biggest complaint about Pokemon games. Stop adding ramping difficulty. It's a Pokemon game with level limitations. You don't need ramping difficulty. Why you put that in any of your games, I don't get. You literally only make your game harder for good players. So the way ramping difficulty works, for those who don't understand the concept, ramping difficulty is designed for players who aren't very good at a game. It takes the game's difficulty, and as you lose over and over and over again, it slowly makes it easier and easier and easier. That's not going to get rid of them. There have been plenty of us that have done just that, have tried just that, and it won't get rid of them, unfortunately. But I am going to put this beautiful brand new Alchemy in there with Milk. Do one last surprise trade. Hopefully they don't send us another, big pain in our butt. Yeah, we'll make this one the last trade. And then we will end the stream. Okay, it's still searching. And I mean, like, if it would actually do any good, I would report them. Don't get me wrong. But it doesn't do any good to report them. Hello, Radiant Unpheasant, Wanderer. There's that beautiful radiant sky. Thank you for your watch. We need those so we can start getting the extra stuff at the Isle of Armor soda mission. Like PowerPoints up and all of that. Oh, and look at that. The trade completed in the process. WZM. Oh, I don't trust that. Don't send me. Don't send me nothing hacked. Thank God. I mean, I already have Poniard, but thank God it wasn't a hacked shiny. I was about to say, oh no. Alright, I think that is a good place to end this one. So we are going to get back to the Pokemon Center. I will end the stream there. And thank you so much for everybody for joining me today. If you stuck around for my stream this long and you haven't subscribed yet, how about popping down there and hit that subscribe for me? Smash that like. Remember to share out the streams anytime you're hanging around. And as always, I love your faces, guys. Stay amazing. Peace.